your goal is currently hitting $10,000 a month consistently. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
The goal would be to get the most amount of cash on that call. This is a fucking sexy ass flow. This will automatically take them through what they need to be taken through. Mr. Alec, is there any other questions you have for me?
That's everything.
This is Alec, an online business owner making 5 to 10K a month, teaching rugby players on how to improve their performance on the field and get to opportunities to go D1 in college or even make it to the pros. Right now, Alec's average views per video has gone from 2,000 views to over 20K views per video in the last 6 weeks that he's been inside my high-ticket program, Nexus. But with that massive increase in traffic, it became pretty obvious that Alec's sales process was extremely inefficient because he wasn't converting as much as he should be. So in this private call, I break down a handcrafted strategy that I built for him to A, fix the sales process to convert more high ticket clients into his offer, and B, adjust his content strategy to attract more high quality leads that can actually afford such a niche high ticket program so that he can start hitting his 50K a month before the end of the year. And if you don't know me, my name is Devin Jatho. I have over 360,000 followers on Instagram, and I've worked with over 100 business owners to scale their online business to multiple 6 and 7 figures per month through organic content. Once a month, I host the Viral Flow games inside of my low-ticket community, Viral Flow, where 4 people who post the most and the best results they're getting from being inside the Viral Flow community win a 30-minute in-depth breakdown of their business and a content strategy just like the one that you're about to see. So if you want to break down just like this for yourself, then you can either click on the second link in the description to join over 300 people inside Viral Flow to compete in the next Viral Flow school games, or if you're a business owner already making over 20K per month and want to guaranteed hands-on one-on-one help from me to build and monetize your personal brand, then feel free to click on the first link in the description to learn more about Nexus. All right, now let's hop in. All right, Mr. Alec, are you prepared?
So prepared.
Cool, let's hop in. Okay,
Go.
so from my understanding and based off what you fit out on the form, your goal is currently hitting $10,000 a month consistently. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Overall goal, or long-term 50, but short-term 10 consistently.
Cool. Now, the focuses that you mentioned that you feel as if would get you there and the biggest problems in the business would be 3 things. Number 1, increasing sales volume. Number 2, optimizing the offer stack. And then number 3, just dialing in the content pillars. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Awesome. Then we have a lot of shit to cover. So we have more specifically 6 things we're going to cover. Number 1, I want to start the call off on a good note because everything is going to be shitting on you. So I felt as if we might as well start off good. And then the rest of the 5 are going to be going over the main things. So first, I want to get clear on the ICP. That way we have clarity moving into this. Third, we're going to go into switching your current company account to a personal brand account, which I have questions about. Fourth, we'll optimize your product line. Fifth, we'll go and optimize the sales process efficiency. Then lastly, we'll dial in your content strategy. Cool?
I'm good.
Cool. So first things first, let's go ahead and start off on a good note. From the day I met Alec, there's been a lot of growth, a substantial amount of growth. We had the first 100K educational video, tripled followers in a month, sold the first 5K product for 6 months instead of a 3K product for a year. And you also have a sick ass editor to where people are asking you, yo, Alec, how do I get my shit like yours? So I do think it's important that we look back on the past 30 days and realize how much progress you made so far. I know you're currently not at where you want to be. However, it's important that we go ahead and recognize on how far you've came so far. Cool. Now that we're on a high note, for the rest of the 5 things, it's going to start here. So to make sure that we have good context, here is the ICP, the ideal client persona on who you're currently targeting. So you're currently targeting male rugby players aged 15 to 24 that are based out of the UK, New Zealand, Australia, or the US. And you're looking for ambitious, competitive kids who want to play at the next level, aka either going to a D1 college or pro. And they're seeking coaching, exposure, and recruitment help. Now, what they want from you is they want to improve their game, get recruited into a top rugby program or scholarship, guidance from someone who's legit, with real connections, and has a clear path, or wants a clear path, to turn rugby into a serious future. Now, what draws them into Alec is Alec's network and access to real opportunities, the chance to get seen and stand out, and of course, content that's real, raw, and shows what is possible through rugby. Is this all correct?
Yep.
Awesome.
I'd say so.
So, the first thing I want to go ahead and talk to you about is going to be the collaborating content with the Rugby Expo Academy and the Rugby Expo account. So if we open up these 2 accounts, walk me through your ideology of why you wanted to start collaborating with these 2 accounts.
So I was originally not part of the Rugby Expo team.
Skip this. We'll scratch that. Now that I'm at the understanding that That is not as easy as I initially thought. Cool. So for the product line, this is where I noticed a couple things that definitely need to be changed. So the current product line is these two products, correct? So Rugby Expo Academy and Expo Elite Academy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this one's $100 a month and this one's 5K for 4 months. Okay. Do you feel as if this seems like there's a big fucking difference in between the two?
I basically just took your approach and cut out phase four for the Elite Academy, access to me. Everything else is included in the low ticket.
Okay. So we have to create some sort of clear difference, especially within the branding in between the academy and the elite academy. Because right now I'm seeing a difference in between almost a 12x price. Well, more than a 12x price. However, looking at this, they don't seem like different programs. So the biggest question you're going to get whenever I look at this program and this program is going to be, well, what's the difference? And you don't want that question. That's a question you never want. Because then you have to explain what the difference is. Then you have to pitch them both programs. And now they have a selection between, do I want to give them $100 or do I want to give them $5,000? Well, now you're fighting the fucking $100 versus $5,000 conversation and not just do they need this or do they don't. So you must change the names to these drastically. It must be a very, very clear difference in between the two. Now, something that you just mentioned is not good. So you mentioned that basically this has the course and all that good jazz. It's the full course. It's everything. And my one-on-one coaching is what you're saying.
Yes.
And then this just has the course without the coaching.
Yes.
That is a huge fucking problem. What is the purpose of this school community?
To make money. Like it's basically the downsell. So I get on a sales call, I pitch them the high ticket if they want it, but they can't afford the high ticket. After all of the split payment and back pocket options, then I'll say, okay, we have the second program where you get phase 1 through 3. You just don't get 4, and it's this price. So if money was the only issue, then let's just get you signed up.
Cool. So here's what we can do. In the forum, you mentioned that you were thinking about creating an even lower ticket offer for the fucking South Africans, correct?
Yeah, it's just a consideration just to do something with them, but I don't think it would be very high leverage.
Cool. So here's what we do. $99 a month is steep for what you're selling for a community aspect. Now, in the regard of you being on the phone call and then selling it to them, not bad. But in the regard of a setter messaging someone, them being unqualified, and then you trying to sell them $100 a month community, if they're already unqualified to hop on a call for a 5K thing, I would imagine it's not the easiest sell in the world, because that's still an okay amount of money for them, especially South Africans. So they can't afford it. So what I would rather happen is you create a low ticket community, and its sole purpose is to move them into your core offer. And that is the only purpose of the low ticket community. So if I were you, I would lower this to $47 a month and then continuously test the price points on what people will actually buy over the DMs. And this is what you sell to people who are unqualified for a core offer. Now, for your core offer, instead of selling a downsell of $100 a month community and 1K a year, just sell it as a 1K product. As in, hey, this is a do-it-yourself core offer, and then this is a done-with-you core offer. So you pitch them this, and whenever you pitch them this, you go, hey, here's the done-with-you X, Y, and Z, and you basically give them a 50-pound dumbbell, and you say, hold this. And then if they're like, fuck, this is too heavy, I can't hold this, awesome. You take it back from them, and then you give them a 10-pound dumbbell. It's like, holy fuck, this is so light. I think I can actually hold this. And then now you're getting more cash collected up front instead of selling a $100 community for what? So this will automatically get so much more cash collected up front. And then what you can do is you can basically say, hey, by the way, you can join the core offer. Like this $1,000 investment goes towards the core offer. So whenever you get to a place financially that you can invest to get to my one-on-one help, then it will just be a 4K upsell. That way, this is only optimized to get more people and more trust inside of it to move them to the core offer. They hop on a call with you, and then you either get you sell them the 5K thing, and if they can't afford the 5K thing, you sell them a $1,000 offer. And then of course you can create payment plans around both of these, but the goal would be to get the most amount of cash on that call. If you sell a $100 community, then what you're doing is you're basically saying, I can't sell this over the DMs. I can only sell it on the call. And now you're selling a $100 thing on the call, which is no fucking fun. But if you sell a $47 thing over the DMs for people that are unqualified or people that you want to build trust with, then you still get that money. You get a lot more people joining because it's at a much easier price point for what you were selling. And also on top of that, whenever they make the decision to hop on the core offer call, then you either make 5 or 1K. And all of a sudden that call becomes much more sexy and you collect a lot more cash. Does that make sense?
Yes. So I think the 5 and 1K approach is what I think, unless I'm hearing you differently, I think that's what I've been doing.
Okay.
And then are you saying open a third school community for the low ticket at 47 a month?
What I'm saying is whatever the done with you is, just take that course and put it into this $1,000 thing. And then you just sell the course. There's no community, there's no support, there's no DMing Alec, nothing. 1K thing, you get the course. You can do it yourself. Or you can do it with me for 5K. And then this, the low ticket community, is going to be to sell to everyone who is unqualified for either one of these two things, that we still get the money from them, but then also to raise trust with the people that are qualified and need a grease slide to go from the low ticket thing to high ticket thing.
Okay, so I would need to go on like Whopper some shit, put all the modules for that core offer downsell to have that available, and then just reprice the low ticket community.
Yes, but there must be a clear difference between the low ticket community and the core offer. What it sounds like right now is the community right now has the course of this inside of it.
Say that again?
Right, what it sounds like right now is Rugby Expo Academy has the same course as the core offer.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, that's what we fucking don't do. Because now you're saying you get the same courses you get in the big boy shit. No, the big boy shit is not you get more one-on-one. The big boy shit is you get something completely different. The big boy shit stays the big boy shit. It's either you pay the 1K to get it or you pay the 5K to get it, but you're not touching that shit. So what you have to do is, all you have to do is you have to make a school or WAP to where you just add people to, you basically duplicate this community, remove all the community aspects, and just have the course there. And you sell that for 1K. And then the core offer stays the core offer, and then you have to create a low ticket community. And that's being in mind of giving enough value for people to want to continuously pay you, but then also enough value for whenever people that buy into the low ticket thing and they are qualified, you build the trust with them that they're like, oh, fuck, this guy's good. Yeah, I want more of this guy's shit. And not that I want more of the guy's shit. I want his different shit. I want his big boy shit. I got a little taste. It's cool. It's valuable. It's well worth the money. But now I want to take it to the next level. And how am I going to get there? Through something different, not more. And that's whenever they sign up for the core offer. So
if I'm thinking of things that would be valuable to them to actually join the low ticket, but still different from the core offer, the biggest thing that comes to mind for me is providing the connections. So hypothetically, the low ticket could just be, this is how you work out, this is how you get your skill sessions, this is what you eat and recover with, and it's strictly development. Whereas the high ticket is development plus connections plus one-on-one guidance from me. Would that be different enough with that added layer of basically service for the connections?
You want it to be different, not more. What you're saying is I'm going to give them the same shit for their physical, game IQ, X, Y, and Z, but then also add on opportunities. You're not giving them more, you're giving them different. You create something specifically for the low ticket. Now, the course details, that's for you to fucking figure out, but it needs to be different. And the high ticket, that's when you just give them the big boy shit. They get the full everything. Awesome. You don't join Viral Flow and think you get all of it. And I make it abundantly clear that you don't get all of it. But is it well worth the $97? A lot of people would say yes. And it's the only thing that matters. As long as I can get them a result. Because the main goal of Viral Flow is for them to join and then go get their first sale. Get their first viral video and get the first sale without having to do any work. Well, without having to do any work after they post a video, as in someone goes through the mini chats and they buy. And that serves its purpose. And then once they solve that problem, it's like, okay, well, how do I scale this? And that's whenever they need different. And that's whenever they join Nexus. But
So viral flow to Nexus, viral flow, get your first paid client. Nexus is scale your current business.
indeed, get your first viral video and get your first client. Or get your first client through social media. And there's a lot.
If I were to apply this to rugby,
Alec, we have 30 minutes and we're trying to figure out your entire fucking course. Alec, the main goal is to solve a problem. And whenever that problem gets solved, more problems get created. And those are the more valuable problems. So for example, if I teach Alec how to edit, and I walk him through exactly how to use CapCut, I just solved the problem of Alec not knowing how to edit. However, now that he knows how to edit, that creates a new problem of, fuck, I don't want to edit my videos. I have to find an editor, so I have to go recruit him, I have to go hire him, I have to train him, then I have to manage him. So it created multiple problems. Off that singular problem that I just solved, it creates multiple higher leverage and higher value problems. So the goal of the low ticket community is to introduce them to their current problems, solve those current problems, and then once those current problems are solved, then you introduce them to the newer problems that now arise. And then that's whenever they buy your high ticket thing. So the goal is for the low ticket community is purely to give a lot of value. A lot of value. Not so much that they don't need your high ticket thing or so much that they look at your high ticket thing and go, I don't really see the difference in between the two. But a lot of value to where they look at the investment and go, fuck, this was worth it. And then from that, month over month, you give them some sort of consumable that makes them want to stay every single month. And also optimizing to ascend them into the high ticket thing whenever they're ready. But the goal of the low ticket, from my understanding, is one of two things. One is to make money. Second is to move people from the low ticket to the high ticket. So to do that, you must create an infrastructure that doesn't give them too much, and then also creates a difference in between the low ticket and the high ticket. As in, okay, I understand what I'm getting in the low ticket, and I think it's valuable. However, as much as valuable as it might be, I want this shit. This is completely different. This is, oh my God, I can't wait to get my hands on this. How can I get my hands on this? And that is the goal. For them to join the low ticket, either to continuously renew if they can't afford the high ticket and they know they can't afford the high ticket, but they still want your help. Or to go, okay, cool, I joined. This guy has good shit. I want more good shit. No, I don't want more good shit. I want the big boy shit. And then that's whenever they ascend. Now, how do you do that? That's a good question. Good luck. For sales process efficiency, this is one of the bigger problems that you said that you have. More specifically, the two things that you said that didn't really feel like English, but some people would consider this English. Uncertainty on what's the most efficient way to handle all the leads and push them in the right direction. Automations would probably solve a lot of the work on the setter's end. Also, could look at a low ticket, okay, we just went over that. Fuck that. No low ticket program in mind of the South Africans. But yes, in mind for the purpose that we just talked about. And then you said your CTAs in organic has been going crazy. About 600 conversations in the DMs to push them towards the application. Feel like there's a leak in the pipeline due to having setters in the DMs running conversations too slowly. Cool. So with these problems, there are 3 fixes. Number 1 is having a mini chat conversation starter plus lead tagging. Number 2 is having lead magnets that are not dog shit. And then number 3 is to re-record the VSLs. So, number 1, mini chat conversation plus lead tagging. I'm going to give you this page. You can have the link. Now, for this is just an example flow. So they comment on the thing. They comment for your thing. You make a video, hey, comment for X, Y, and Z, and I'll send it to you. Cool. They commented, then they get sent this. Hey, name, would you like me to send this to you? They click yes, please send it to me. Awesome, then you take their email. I've been peeping the emails that you're sending to my email. Good shit with sending the emails. Continuously do that. And the way that we continuously get more emails is this right here. So if we already have their email, we say, hey bro, I already got you, don't worry about it. You don't have to give us an email, just click send it and I'll send it over to you. Or if we don't have their email, then hey cocksucker, I want your fucking email, give it to me and I'll give you my free thing. Cool, they give you your free thing. They give you their email and then you give them the free thing. So as promised, here you go, you link it to them. And then you give them 10 minutes to go through that lead magnet. And then after they've gone through your lead magnet, you're going to say, hey buddy, I want your money. Click the thingy below, whatever that is. Basically, you already have that for what you have right now. Basically, hey, are you looking to step up your rugby game? X, Y, and Z. And the guy says, yes, I'm looking to step up my rugby game. Awesome. They click that button, it says, and then you move it to, what's your biggest problem? Obviously, this is just a signpost. You write this out to be nice. And then you have two options. You can either just automate it completely with the automations that you can find in ViralFlow, or you can tag them for a setter. Do you know how tags work on ManyChat right now?
I do not.
Cool. So what a tag will do is you can do there's two things. Number one, it tags the lead in the live chat. So if you open up ManyChat, you'll see that we have a live chat. Now what I can do is I can filter by my certain tags. So if I come here and I come to, let's say, for example, people that are making people who are willing to invest 500 to 2.5K, I can now look at all the conversations with people that have this tag. So what you can do is you can have your setters basically go on ManyChat live chat, you set the tag for the filter, and then now for ManyChat, all they're looking for and all they're waiting for is for someone to come up in this live chat that has the tag that you set for them. So once they give their biggest problem, it automatically tags them directly after saying, hey setter, go pick this guy up and go qualify him. And there's a lot of automations you can do on the back end of that to notify them whenever someone has this tag and all that good jazz. Have this conversation for a different day. So you can either tag them, or you can just have, like I said, go into ViralFlow, copy and paste the auto lead qualifier flow, and then what you can do is you can just have them automatically go through the qualification process with that flow. And then if they don't respond to any of the questions that you ask, then you can set up another tag to where it says, hey setter, pick this person up. They fell off the automation. And then the setters can go and pick up all the people that did not complete the automation and then push them through the qualifying process. So that's one of two decisions that you can make. Does this make sense for optimizing the current ManyChat setup?
Yep.
Cool. Now, the second problem is that whenever you give them this link, the lead magnet is currently dog shit. So how do we fix that? First off, you didn't even pay the fucking subscription for the website. Secondly, I don't know how I can pay you. If I want to ascend to your thingy, or if I want to join your community, I don't know where to go. Where's Alec walking me through this website? I'm expected to look at this and just know exactly what the fuck to do. You don't even walk me through this shit. So how do you make a good lead magnet that is going to get people not only to open it, but to go through it, and then after going through it, ascend into your high ticket thingy? Were you on the lead magnet mastery call?
I was not.
Cool. Then I put a replay here. This will link you to the actual workshop itself. It's 1 hour and 36 seconds. And you also get a worksheet. And we make your life very fucking easy. It's so clear. You come here, you fill out the worksheet. Next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, bada bam, you have a perfect fucking lead magnet. So go through that, and then I'll teach you on how to create a lead magnet that's not only going to get people to go through the lead magnet instead of just open it up and be like, what the fuck am I doing? But then also, number two, ask the question, how can I give this guy my money? And then that's whenever you ascend them into your paid thing, whether that be the low ticket community that we're going to build or your core offer. And then lastly, we record the VSLs. So again, there needs to be a clear fucking difference in between the low ticket and the high ticket. With that said, the low ticket should have a separate VSL. Right now, you just fucking copy and pasted the high ticket VSL to the low ticket VSL. And it's like, what the fuck? This thing is $5,000 and this thing is $100 and they have the same VSL, and you're expecting people to not be confused. So what we're going to do is we're going to record you're going to prepare 3 scripts with 3 different formats for the VSL for the low ticket, because you can only record the VSL once unless you don't want to record it here. But if you want to record it here, cool. Prepare 3 scripts with 3 separate formats so we can test each 3 different VSLs. And you do that again for the high ticket as well. And from that, that'll teach you, that'll give you which one is the highest performing. Again, I would not tell you to do that unless you're in the situation of being able to come here, and I know it's a 30-minute drive, and record in my studio. So I'd recommend doing 3. That way you can test which one works better. You don't have to re-record another one in, let's say, 2 months from now. Now, the VSL improvements that could currently be made. I watched your VSL. It's monotone as fuck. I should have came in here and listened to it whenever I should have said something whenever I was listening to another room. There is no personality of Alec. Secondly, last time when we recorded the VSL, I fucked up the audio. So we will make sure that the camera looks sexy and the audio is good. So the next VSL recordings, the audio will also be good. And also number 3, it was obvious that you're reading off a teleprompter. So just keeping in mind to make sure that you're not relying on the teleprompter for everything, but you are constantly looking at the teleprompter, looking away, looking back, and speaking with your hands, going up and going down with your tonality, and slowing down your pacing whenever you get to something that is important. And this would be the VSL improvements. Any questions here?
Not a question, but I've noticed the personality thing, even in the content that I'm creating, that I don't explicitly know like how to, or I'm still figuring out how to adapt more personality into the like all the recordings basically.
Now, whenever it comes to the personality thing, there's 2 things you can do. Number 1, your editor, Lakshay, have him crop all the videos and then send you the unedited crops. As in, there's no music, there's no animations, it's just you talking. And I want you to watch all of those. Have him upload it to a folder called Personality on frame.io. Have him create a folder called Personality in frame.io. Have him upload every single cropped version. And what I want you to do is I want you to open up that folder whenever he does it, and then leave frames on your recording only about what you could have done better in the recording. First off, it's going to be fucking horrible. It's going to feel like hell because nobody likes to hear themselves talk. It's not a very fun thing to do. But then also number 2, it allows you to be able to actually look at the video without the editing, without the music, without anything, and then just give yourself direct feedback on, okay, obviously I'm fucking up here. And you don't need me to point out on what you need to do wrong. You can already notice where you're getting monotone. Once you get to a point where you don't know where the fuck up is, cool. I'll start leaving frames on the video reviews on, here's what we gotta do differently. However, you already know what is wrong and you know the fix to it. And then also number 2, it just comes with reps. As time goes on, you'll become more and more comfortable on camera and you'll just get better and better. But as an active approach, have him create that personality folder and then give yourself feedback on frame.io at each portion of the video, listening to yourself talk on where you could have improved and what you're going to do next time. And then lastly, you have your current content strategy. So, do you have your relevant worksheet built out? Luckily, you're in Nexus, so we can talk about this.
Yes.
Cool. Then number 1, just make sure that every single video is optimized for that. Now, for your content strategy, do you have your content compass built out?
Compass, no, that was the new one that Prodigy just released.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
So, you want to dial in your content strategy. But before we can dial in a content strategy, we must first know what we're trying to dial in. So my question to you, Mr. Alec, is what is a strategy?
It is making decisions based on like unlimited decisions based on limited resources, something to that effect.
Alec, you've been watching some videos, huh? You've been reading some books. That was not a bad definition.
Yeah.
So Hermosen's definition would be a strategy is a constraint on decision making, which sounds like you were hinting towards. So if a strategy is a constraint on decision making, what is a content strategy?
Making decisions on there's unlimited topics that could be covered in choosing restricting yourself to these, I don't know, something to that effect.
So a content strategy is a set of constraints on what to post about, what type of videos to create around that topic, and when to post them. Cool. So if that's a content strategy, well, how do we make one? Let's go off the left field for a second, Mr. Alec. What's a compass?
Compass points you in the right direction.
How many directions are on a compass?
4.
Indeed. A compass is a tool that balances with Earth's poles to show you which direction you're facing. So what is a content compass? A content compass is going to be your tool that balances a long-term asset and a short-term monetization funnel, giving you clear direction on where to take your content. And that content compass has 4 different directions, the same way a compass does. These are going to be your 4 different quadrants. Now, before we get to the quadrants, we must first align with what is your niche. Not hard. Rugby coaching. Now, what is your niche statement? I help 15 to 24-year-old rugby players improve their performance and get connected to playing opportunities through coaching and college recruitment pathways. That was just me talking with ChatGPT for a minute. Of course, you're going to be able to go through and fine tune it, but that is a good signpost. And then what are the 4 different quadrants that you need to be creating content under? Number 1 is going to be physical, and this is going to be content that fits under how to train effectively to maximize physical traits like speed, power, and preventing injuries. And I gave you a couple examples of what those videos look like. Number 2 is going to be skills, how to master the key in-game skills such as passing, footwork, and tackling with effective drills and techniques. And again, I'll give you examples for that as well. Number 3 is going to be game IQ. You called this, I forgot what you called it. You called it like mental or some stupid shit. Game IQ, better term. How to identify and execute the right in-game strategies and tactics at the right time. And give you examples of what those video ideas look like. Then number 4 is going to be opportunities. So how to position yourself to increase the likelihood of being scouted by key institutions such as colleges or academias that provide pathways to the pros. Now,
Academies.
let's just say that was academias. I don't know why I read academias, but we're going to go academias. Cool. Now, I am very bullish on this 4th pillar. Now, this will be the hardest pillar to master by far, because this is 100% away from where your initial expertise is. I would imagine you're much more heavy on these than this one. But this one is literally getting them to their goal quicker in their mind. The same way that if you're talking to me and I'm like, hey, Alec, you want to make 50K a month. So the way to get there is through, let's say, knowledge, content, goal versus content, goal. So whenever you were being introduced to Nexus, we never talked about, hey, Alec, here's how to increase your knowledge about your niche. It was never something we talked about, because that's not something that you feel as if is closest to your goal. That's definitely a prerequisite to get to your goal, but it's not the closest to your goal. The closest to your goal is going to be content. So we're going to help you, or we're going to pitch you the idea of bettering your content to get you closer to your goal. We would not pitch you on the knowledge. It's the same thing with the rugby players. A lot of people feel as if they just need to get in front of scouts. They need to get an opportunity to play. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that want to increase their skill level, and I love this I love content around this. Skill level, physical, game IQ, awesome. However, I'm really bullish on opportunity because it gets them to their goal quicker in their mind. As if they just got the right opportunity, as if they just got the right scout to come to their game. They feel as if, if I do my shit, I'm good. So how can we optimize the opportunity pillar? And there's a bunch of different videos that you can create, and I've already noticed that you started doing so. For example, here's how to optimize your profile for scouts and X, Y, and Z. I love that shit. Keep doing it. What are the 3 biggest things that scouts look for whenever you're playing? If you want to get more game time, if your coach isn't giving you enough game time and you want to get more game time, that we get more footage, or whatever the fuck you guys call it, to X, Y, and Z, here's what you do. How do you make a highlight? How do you make a rugby highlight that scouts want to watch? Or that are optimized for scouts? Yeah, I'm bullish on it. Therefore, I continuously create that. And that is going to be your content strategy. Are there any questions here?
No. It's all good.
Cool. Every video idea that ever goes through Alec's mind goes through this fucking compass. This is your little compass that you have in your pocket for every single video that you create. You look at it and you go, okay, which direction does this video go? If it doesn't go to any one of these 4 directions, we don't make it. And every single video that you create must be in mind with your ICP. Now, luckily, you've already filled out the worksheet. That is fantastic. I'm going to go through that worksheet a little bit later. But for right now, this is your plan. You have decisions to make about your business model. You have a product line change, which does take a little bit of extra work. However, building a low ticket community shouldn't take too much time. For me, it took 1 week to build viral flow. Not too difficult. And then we built in a couple consumables. I realistically spend maybe 5 deep work sessions a month to continuously build viral flow, as in the workshops, as in calls like this for you. This is important. This is direly fucking important. You gotta get this fucking dialed in. There should be a clear difference. Oh my God, if you just did this, life is good. And you collect so much more cash. You collect 10 times the amount of cash for the downsell. Sales process efficiency. Number 1, quick change, literally just to fucking copy and paste. Come here, click the link, copy and paste it. Step 2, 1 hour workshop. We make it so fucking easy for you, Alec. We make it so fucking easy. You have a worksheet, step 1, step 2, step 3, you're done. And then if you're really, really nice and you message to Prodigy and say, hey, Prodigy, please give me the GPT. The Prodigy made a GPT that'll make a lead magnet for you in 5 minutes. It's only if you message them really, really nice and said Devin said to message you.
Sweet. I do have a question on some of the DM stuff though.
Go for it.
For clarity, right now, does this mini chat flow basically eliminate the back and forth that our setters are having with the lead? Because I feel as if that's a huge constraint to getting through all these conversations and could speed up. Like one potential solution that I've thought of is instead of like if we can just get the landing page to them quicker, they can just book a call for a discovery call and just jump straight on a call with the setter and fuck off with the back and forth DMs.
You can't do that. You can't do that. The thing is, with the setter, the main goal is to get them on the call to begin with, right?
Right.
Cool. So what's there's no reason to have the back and forth. I mean,
yeah.
Do you have a problem? You want to solve that problem?
The only reason that I see value in the back and forth is to like warm them up to the idea, like to build a little bit of trust for the idea of them getting on the call. Then it's a bit more personal. What's your challenge? Where are you at? Where do you want to get to? Okay, click this link.
Well, then it's not back and forth. It's just getting them to close on booking the fucking call. Let's just need it.
Right. And right now we're not seeing it happen because we have 2 like low-key shitty setters managing all of it, plus me.
Cool. You don't have the resources to go hire the best, which means you need to go make them the best. Now, that's a conversation for a different day because that is a deep problem. However, right now, have you seen this before? The auto lead qualifier?
I think that was in viral flow. I might have clicked through it.
Okay. This is a fucking sexy ass flow. This will automatically take them through what they need to be taken through. As in, what are you looking to achieve? How much money do you have? You're almost done. What would you say your biggest problem is? What's the goal you want to achieve? How much money are you willing to spend to reach that goal? And then depending on how much money they have, you reroute them to either your low ticket or your core offer. Now you can do that. However, the problem with this is that you'd have to start tagging them. As in, if they don't respond to one of these automations, you must tag them and have a setter go pick it up. But if you're getting so many people, like we are, and it's just like, if 7,000 people comment on one video, it's like, it's fun, like, it's not fun. Awesome, then you can set this up, no problem, it's copy and paste, you're done. But if you want to be a little bit more hands-on with everything, that's whenever you use the link that I put in your page build out. Cool. VSLs, you let me know if you want to do this. This is on you. However, you're always welcome. You let me know if you want to come over. You can record the VSLs. Just make sure you have 3 different scripts for a low ticket community VSL and a high ticket community VSL. Again, extremely important to separate those fucking 2 products because the separation between those 2 products is 12x the investment. And that's assuming you look at it from a monthly basis. If you don't look at it from a monthly basis, it's 50x the investment. Is that right math? That sounds like a big number. Fuck math. It's not something to worry about right now. Cool. Then lastly, content strategy. It couldn't get more clear than this. Beautiful. Do you feel as if you know exactly what to go do?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Then you have the focus of increasing sales volume, optimizing your offer stack, and dialing in your content strategy. Mr. Alec, is there any other questions you have for me?
That's everything.
Cool. Cool. Now, for the individual watching this, which is going on YouTube, what should they go do right now, Mr. Alec?
Fucking join Nexus.
Beautiful. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Now, if you would like to compete for a chance to win your own live breakdown in the next Viral Flow School Games, then feel free to go and click on the second link in the description below to check out my low-ticket community, Viral Flow. Or if you're a business owner who's already making over 20K per month, and more so just wants one-on-one help from myself on building your personal brand and your content team, and you would like to know what that could look like, then feel free to go and click on the first link in the description to learn more about Nexus.